Good morning and welcome to another video. So today is the day of the Caffe Velo Verde Belgian Gravel Ride. There are three distances. The long one was originally 41 miles, but due to the rain and stuff we've had over the last week, they've rerouted some of it and it's slightly longer at 45 miles. There's a medium route which is 27 miles and a short route which I believe is about 15 miles. So I'd originally intended to do the long route. However, having recce'd it on Monday and it being it was really muddy, which I mean, you're going to get a lot of places this time of year, but just long stretches of canal and things that I personally didn't enjoy. So I think the medium route is mostly on my local patch anyway. It's the area that I ride around a lot anyway, so I think a lot of the little off-road and gravel trails will be familiar to me, so I've opted to do that. I've parked about 1.5 miles from the venue. I'm intending, where possible, to maybe just add on a little bit of mileage just to extend, because I was planning to do the long route, just to extend that a little bit more, get a little bit more of a ride out of it. So we're here, I'm going to get the bike out, get myself set up and get down and register. Couple of miles in to the medium route of the Caffe Velo Verde Belgian Gravel Ride. So far it's just on my usual patch. I've managed to set off with the route in reverse, so I guess that's what we're doing now. So yeah, see where we end up. So I've just taken my first little off-piste section. I could see on the map it was going to go past the end of this road, and it's just up and down, just an extra little bit on. It's a view that I really like from the top of here. You'll not be able to tell on here, but you can see out over a lot of the kind of Nottingham boroughs, or not the county south boroughs. So yeah, I just wanted to come along this little stretch, just have a little look. Again, I think because I plan to do the long route, I want to make sure I'm not copping out. This is quite a mucky, dirty lane, and I want to make sure that I'm doing my share of plaggy bits. It is a gravel ride after all. So yeah, just having a little look at the view up here and then push on back onto the route. I've gone proper wrong. I've missed a chunk of the route out. I've done some extra bits. So when I say I have problems with navigation, it's not that I've not got a GPS. I have, I'm following one. I just can't follow it. I'm going to try following my OS maps rather than my Wahoo and see if we end up with a bit more success. I decided to double back on myself a little bit because I've missed out a bit of a loop and I'm not going to be able to come back past it because I'm doing the loop in reverse accidentally. So I've come back and I'm glad I did, because it's taken me down a little gravel trail that I have done it before, but I don't usually do on my regular routes. So we're just going to repeat a little loop, or part of a loop, before heading back out onto the road. So just in Neaton at the moment, and I think I've done about 10 miles, so about a third of the way in. But the weather's holding up, it's nice so far, so let's hope it continues. to me. I haven't been down here before. I can unclip it so we don't have a repeat of Monday. This and worse is a lot of like what Monday was. It probably doesn't look much, but I've just had another mile or two of this really difficult grass and sludge and mud, so not be able to see at the minute, but I'm filthy again. Feet are a bit wet but not too bad at the moment. Oh, loads of thorns. I feel a bit sick again, so I'm just gonna have something to eat, a little drink. I can see I'm nearly back at the main road now, so I think we're heading down towards the Eden Hall Day Spa. So we'll be going down there, down towards East Stoke, across back into Elston, and then I think it's probably mostly little village back roads. I think I'll have done the majority of the Clag and off-road stuff by the end of this little stretch. So I am 16.5 miles in, although that's not the official route, that's with my extra bits, so fair old way to go yet, but keep plodding along. I'm enjoying it so far. I mean, this bit a little bit less, but on the whole enjoying it so far, so let's get on. Well, I have no idea where I've got a rough idea where I am, but I don't know exactly what stretch I'm on. Found some brand new gravel. It's one of the reasons that I did want to do this route, even though a lot of it's familiar to me, is there's always extra bits that you can pick up that you didn't know about, and you can add on to your own regular circuits. Woo! Another familiar stretch. Recognise it from multiple videos. Very open here, very windy. This might be the last bit of gravel really, unless there's a little bit just before we get back to the start. So I'm doing a bit of hiker bike. I could have gone back on the main road, but I'm trying not to be a complete wuss. This is really sloppy, and the problem is when you grind to a halt you can't get enough traction to get going again. I just tried and I managed to bail off just before bike hit the deck, so just having a little push until we get to somewhere a little more grippy. I was hoping I wasn't going to get too muddy today, but I don't know why I bother trying. Well, that's it, ride done. I'm back in the car. I've met a few people in real life that I've been talking to on various social medias, so that's been nice as well. Hoping to go tomorrow to the Peak District to join the Peak Gravel Gang for their first ride out of the month and try and get a little bit more experience in cycling with a bit more elevation and a bit more technical terrain. So today was good. A lot of it was my usual jaunts, as you'll have seen through the video. There was some lanes that I've been aware of before, but I didn't know where they, not been on them, so I didn't know where they came out, so that's been quite good, and it'd be good to come back here again in the summer when the ground's harder. So I think I'm really glad that I did this route. I purposefully did a little bit extra because I wanted to do more than the 27 miles. However, my navigation all went to shit, so I've kind of missed bits and done extra bits, but it wasn't something where there was a prize or anything like that, so it's not like me not doing the route as designed has been a problem. But yeah, that's definitely an experience, and it's nice to have finally got into Caffe Velo Verde. And yeah, that's it for this one, so I shall catch up with you from wherever takes us next.